Good morning. It is Monday. I am in Rio in Salvador. I'm staying in the neighborhood of Bahia today, which is I think the best neighborhood to stay in. Everywhere I went, everybody I asked, this was the best place to stay in. So they have loads of shops, loads of restaurants. There's some nightlife and a couple of attractions around the neighborhood as well. But yes, so I came to work at a bakery that sells breakfast by the kilo. So it's a very typical way of like serving food in Brazil. So you would have like a buffet. It's a free buffet that you can just like grab a plate, put everything you want in it, and then you pay per kilo. So it costs around 69 reais per kilo, which is just over 10 pounds or 12, $13 more or less. So yeah, 1 kilo of food, so like 2 pounds of food would be, you would be paying like $13 for it. So you can just choose whatever you want. There are no rules. You can just mix salty and sweet, put everything you want in your plate and just weight it, and that's it. So they give you a little bit of a card so that everything you consume will be put in this card, and then at the end you go at the end there and you pay. So I'm gonna have some breakfast and then I'm gonna go just explore other places here in Salvador, which I haven't seen a lot of people speaking about. So I'm gonna go to Dique do Tororó. Tororó is a neighborhood and Dique is a dike. So it's kind of a lagoon and they have some very interesting sculptures there. Then I'm gonna go to a neighborhood which is like a bohemian neighborhood called Rio Vermelho, Red River. And apparently they have many bars, many restaurants, and a couple of other things to see there as well. So I will explore those two places and I'll take you with me. It was supposed to be sunny, like the rain should have gone by now, and by the time I left breakfast it is now pouring, absolutely pouring. I'm just going back to the flat now. It is, as I said, absolutely pouring. So yeah, honestly this here is just for the thumbnail picture so you can see how awful it is. But yeah, honestly, even though it's raining, that's the good thing here about Salvador, is that it's very hot anyway, so the sea is gonna be warm, the rain is warm, so it's not like that cold British rain that you just cannot go out. So let's see how the weather goes and if we can go out in the afternoon. Right, so the sun started shining again. It's around 3 p.m. now. So after a quick load of laundry, because I just decided it might be easier to just do it while it was cloudy and rainy, I came out again. I didn't even wait to film back home. I just came. And now I am in Dique do Tororó. This is a place where the Orixá statues are. If you come here at the end of the day or in the afternoon, that's where most people are here. Like most people will be on the other side near the arena. So this is the football stadium, Fonte Nova. And this is where like you have bars and things like that. But I came here because it's much closer to the statues. It's really pretty. At night it becomes, there is some light that comes out of them. So you will see all of the orixás. They are kind of Yoruba deities, so African deities that are also cultivated in Afro-Brazilian religions. So if you want to see them, it's a really nice sculpture. You can go for a walk around the lagoon. This is a dike actually, and this was built even back in the 17th century to kind of protect the city from the north, because it was protected by several forts throughout the sea. But in the north, where it was land, they didn't have a lot of protection. So they built a dam and it was much bigger than it is right now. But with time, they put soil back in to kind of build the city because the city was growing. So now it's just this relatively small lake you see here. So I just wanted to show you this because I don't see a lot of people talking about this place. It's nice, you can come for a walk. So if you're here, just be mindful there is going to be a lot of cars, especially around rush hour. But it can be very nice to just take some pictures. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my microphone sometimes just doesn't get the audio, and here in Rio Vermelho wasn't different. So over here I was just telling you a little bit about the neighborhood. This is the Bohemian neighborhood from Salvador. It's this small plaza and you have many bars, and also you have an old fisherman kind of village. It's not really a village, but the place where they would reunite. You also have a statue of Jorge Amado and Zélia Gattai. Those are two very, very famous writers in Brazil. They were married and they used to live there. They are both from Salvador. So there is a homage in the form of a statue for them, and they're looking out to the sea. So this area here at night, it's really, really common. It's always full of people, full of attractions to do here. It's also where the most famous acarajé in Salvador is, just over there in one of the little food stalls. And you can also visit what is currently the fisherman village, where you would have Iemanjá statue. So Iemanjá is the kind of the deity, the goddess of the seas and the waters, and usually it's very popular here. You're going to see representations of her everywhere. Her day is the 2nd of February, and there are loads of parties, festivities in her honor on the 2nd of February each year. But over here, because obviously as she's the goddess of the sea, she also protects the fishermen. So this entire fisherman colony paying homage to her as well. You will see many mosaics and things like that. It's really pretty here. This is a small place, but very nice. And in a nutshell, like, this is a small neighborhood, especially in terms of what you can do here, in terms of the restaurants and all you can do, but it gets really, really busy and really lively at night. Now the other thing I wanted to show you are these, like, the three kind of little chubby statues that we see here behind me. These statues, they represent one of the three kind of main races of people that colonized Brazil, or that formed the Brazilians as we are. Obviously there are many more, but some of the three main ones, they are here. So you have the European woman, the African woman, and the indigenous woman, and each of them are looking towards their own continent. So in case you see them when you're going to Rio Vermelho, you know what they are all about. As usual, it's very windy here, but I wanted to speak to you about the last stop of our video today, which is the Nautical Museum, which is right under the lighthouse of Bahia. The museum is like something that many people don't know about. So they see the lighthouse, they think it's like just walking around. Many people do walk around it. There is a cafe down there and people watch the sunset from the boardwalk that goes around it. But they don't actually know that they can come inside, and even more than that, they can go all the way up in the lighthouse. The view is amazing. It's a beautiful view. You can see the sunset. I advise you to get here just like maybe at least half an hour to 1 hour before the sunset, just so you can see it clearly. And then you also have access to a small cafeteria that only people that paid to come into the museum can get access to. So you can go and buy something. I bought myself a guaraná and just enjoyed the view and the sunset from sitting from one of their little tables on the patio. Other than that, you can also just go around. The museum itself is very fun. They have like a scaphandre, a helmet. They show you the different types of sand from all the different beaches around Salvador. They have so many instruments, and you can also see the actual light from the lighthouse. So it's just a really fun and small museum that you can come. Those are the places that I would advise you to come. I have way more videos about Salvador. So if you want to see them, just click here on the playlist, and I will see you on the next time. Bye.